Okay, I think we're ready to go. But anyway, the flow for today is going to be a bit more of a core-based flow. Good amount of compression, working through the back line of the body. We're taking it toward a one-legged crow. And that is pretty much the demonstration that I have here before we begin. So just keep in mind, you're going to come into crow first. If crow is plenty of effort all by itself, just go ahead and stick with that. And if you're more used to crow and ready to take things further, there's a bunch of ways you can stage this out. You don't have to come to the full shape where you've got one leg extended up in the air. Feel it out. Take it bit by bit. You got to work your way into steps with this pose because it takes a hell of a lot more core engagement than just staying in regular crow does. Once you release one leg, you got to be very aware of what you're doing. So what's going to happen once we get to the main part of the flow? Every sequence is going to bring you to the front of the mat at the end in a full fold. And as usual, for crow, you're going to set your hands down about shoulder width. Flatten your palms, dig your fingertips down, grip the mat. Lift your heels, bring the knees to your upper arms. And when you come into this, if you're going to transition to the one-legged crow, it's going to be far easier if you can keep your knees on the lower half of the upper arms. It's possible to do it at the knees higher, but it's much more difficult, so just have that in mind as well. Start to look forward, start to lean. Keep that grip. And as you bring your gaze forward, let your feet lift together. Big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Take this to where you can. And then you can come to any variation of the pose you like. You can take it up higher if you need to, or keep it down low. And again, you can always just stick with crow. Now, if you're balanced here and want to play around taking this toward the one-legged crow, I'll tell you which leg to move, but I'm going to shift my weight over to the right and release my left knee. Now, if just leaning and lifting the knee feels like too much, and it may well if you haven't done this before, you can just put it right back. And if you can keep that knee lifted, squeeze it in toward the second leg. And this is the first thing you want to get under control, that you can actually hold this with some strength. It takes a surprising amount of effort after you come out of crow. If you can take it further, see about extending your leg. Go slow. You can keep the knee bent. The further you go, the more up you want to go as well. So rather than just straight back, you want to try to stack things vertically. And just work it as best you can. I can't really talk too long while I'm doing the pose because it does take a hell of a lot of tension. So you have to have some core engagement. You hold some tension around your belly, around your ribs. Keep the thigh that's pulled in, the bent leg, keep that pulled in close. And as you extend the other leg back, take it slow if you're going to take it to that point. And if you're just feeling things out, go slow. If you need to pull everything back, which may well happen if you haven't done this before, just bring it back in slowly as best you can, and you can always release the pose. Holding on to that tension and just getting as close as you can toward the shape is what's going to build strength. So just work with that as best you can and see how far you want to take that today. So all that said, let's go ahead and start this on our backs. Now just bring yourself all the way down to the mat. And once you set yourself down, I'm going to recommend you keep your feet on the floor a little wider than your hips. Lean your knees in towards center, and this is going to help release your low back to the floor as much as you can. And then once that's all set up, just bring your arms out to your sides, palms open toward the ceiling. Let your elbows bend, let your shoulders sink down, let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So give yourself a moment to settle in here like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then start to deepen your breathing here to begin. So with the inhales, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. Slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this to begin. When you're ready here, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. And just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. And with the exhale this time, bring the arms down but curl forward as well. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, stay lifted. Belly pulled in, low back on the floor. Keep looking forward, keep stretching through your fingertips. And then keep the knees pulled in toward each other, but pull them into your chest. So you're lifting your feet up off the floor. And keep your legs tucked in like this as we take it back and forth. So with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll out long. And with the exhale, curl, but reach to the right of your legs. Inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl left. Inhale, roll this out. With the exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll out long. Exhale, curl to your left side. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl right again. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl left one more time. Inhale, roll this out long. Now with the exhale this time, curl back to center, stay lifted. Belly pull in, low back down. Stretch forward through your fingertips. Try to bring your shoulders up just a little bit higher. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, take hold of your knees, squeeze them down, relax your head to the floor. And just pull everything in for a moment. And then go ahead, release your grip. Extend the finger and the arms and legs up toward the ceiling. And keep this loose. Keep your belly pulled in, keep your low back down, but then start to circle your wrists, circle your ankles, move your fingers and toes. And then bring everything back to center. So straighten this out. Reach your fingertips and toe tips toward the ceiling. And if you need to bend the knees, that's fine, but straighten the legs as best you can. Now belly pull in, low back stays down. Go ahead, scissor the arms and legs side to side. Reverse the cross as you take it back and forth. You can go through a wide range or shorter range if you like. You can take it fast or slow. Take it at your own pace, but keep the movement smooth. And then go ahead and slow this down. Come back to center with all four limbs to vertical. Reach up through the fingertips and toes still. Keep your belly pulled in, low back on the floor. And then reach the right arm past your head about 45 degrees. Extend your left leg forward about 45 degrees as well. Be sure your low back stays down. And then switch it out. Left arm past your head, right leg forward. And then just keep on switching. And keep moving like this. Now you can take it through a longer range or shorter range. And you can take it fast or slow. And again, just keep the movement smooth. Take it at your own pace. And keep your core braced. The low back stays down the whole time. And then just take this through a couple more rounds here. And try to finish with the left arm past your head before you bring all four limbs back up to vertical. And then once you pause, go ahead, lift your head, lift your shoulders, look forward. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Enough pressure from your hands you can keep looking forward without straining your neck. Belly pulled in, low back stays down. Now keep your legs as straight as you can. And if you can straighten completely, lock your knees. If you can't quite straighten, just minimize the bend. But from here, with your low back still down, lower the right heel as far as you can go without your low back lifting. And then come back up toward vertical. Lower your left heel far as you can go without the low back lifting. And then come back up. And then just keep on switching like this. Take it back and forth. Now hold that tension in your core. There should be no point where your low back lifts. And if you find your low back comes up, you're lowering your feet too far. So just go and take it through a shorter range if you need to. Keep the gaze forward, keep the movement smooth, keep breathing. And then give this a few more rounds. Now try to finish this with your left heel low before you bring both legs back up to vertical. Belly pulled in, low back still down, you're still looking forward, legs are still straight. And then lower the right heel as far as you can bring it down and hold it without your low back lifting. We're just going to pulse, bouncing into that right heel. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. Now lower your left heel as far as you can go without the low back lifting. Hold. And then pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just roll your head back down. The hands are still behind your head. And bring your feet down to the floor. Now keep your shoulders down, your elbows out wide. Just keep your gaze up high. See if the feet are about hips width distance apart, maybe wider. But then go ahead and fold your knees to the right and to the left. And just let your body twist loosely here for a moment. And as you're moving the legs, just keep your shoulders braced so you can feel that twist. And the next time you bring your knees down to the right, hold here. So press your legs into the floor. Try to lift that right hip up off the floor best you can. Just hold. And then go ahead, release that and come through center. Bring your knees down to the left side. Press into the floor. Work to lift your left hip, and maybe it comes up, maybe not. Just engage the tension. And then come back down, come back to center with your knees lifted. Now just keep your hands behind your head like this. Elbows still wide, shoulders still down. We're going to take this into a variation of bridge. So walk your feet in a little bit closer. So close enough to your seat that you can flatten your low back from basically to the floor while you're down, or as close as you can get. And keep the feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, pressing your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll down. Now inhale, lift your hips up again and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep the hips pressing high, hold the tension of the lift. And if you can take it further, dig into your heels, lift your toes up off the floor. And then set your toes down, heels high, glutes are still engaged. Bring the heels back down, and again, lift your toes. Set the toes down, lift your heels up. Glutes are still tense, set your heels down, lift your toes one more time, hold here, press up high. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just roll everything back down. Now once you're down, just release your hands from underneath your head, bring your arms down to your sides. And this time we're going to take it up another variation on one foot. So step your left foot into center, pull the right knee into your chest, and keep that right knee pulled in. And let's take it up and down like this. So with an inhale, press to the left foot, lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift up high, press into your hands. And with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, lift one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep the hips pressing up, keep breathing. If you want to go further, maybe extend your right leg higher. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, just roll this back down. Now once you're down, switch it out. Bring the right foot towards center, pull the left knee to your chest, and keep that leg pulled in. And let's take it up and down here. So with the inhale, press into the right foot, lift up. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, press this up high. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. Exhale, lower. Now with your next inhale, press high one more time and hold. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifted, press your hands down. Maybe extend your left leg high if you want to take it further on this side. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come back down. Once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in. And then curl into this. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And then once you're ready, use this shape. Cross at the ankles, roll forward to a seat, come further to your hands, find all fours. And when you're in all fours, take a moment here, move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And you can shake things out a little bit, move however you like. And then come back into center in all fours. And we'll take this into the wrist. So from all fours, slide your hands a little bit closer to your knees. Now maybe they're about 2 hands lengths forward, maybe 1 hand's length. If you want to take it a little bit more mellow, you can bring the hands in close. But then flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips point in toward you. Now set your hands flat, spread the fingers wide, press your fingertips into the floor and keep the tension in your hands. Try to keep your spine pressed up toward the ceiling, just hold here. Now you can just keep this position. You can always bring the hands in closer and maybe just sway the shoulders a little bit side to side. But if you're able to take this further, step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Bring that right big toe as far left as you can. And then back and forth diagonally with that right leg. Bring it forward, right knee to right elbow, close as you can go. Extend the leg back and across. Knee to right elbow. Extend back and across again. Knee to right elbow one more time. One more time back and across. And then just go ahead and set that right knee down. Keep pressing to the fingertips and take this on the other side. Left foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Left big toe past the right edge of the mat. Now diagonally here, bring that knee forward toward the left elbow close as you can get. Extend back and across. Forward to the elbow. Back and across again. Forward to the elbow. Back and across one more time. And then set your knee back down. And then come up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands forward. Come into your usual all fours. Wrists under the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And then take the next stretch. So palms down. Rotate your fingers to the side and try to point in toward your knees as far as you can. And just do that with both hands. Now spread your fingers wide. Dig your fingertips down. Grip the floor. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And let that stretch work its way into the forearms. Now as you hold on to this here, if you want to take it further, step your right foot straight back, big toe to the floor. Now keep the leg straight and lift the toe up off the floor from here. Now bring the right big toe as far left as you can go. Keep that leg straight. And then take it as far as you can over to the right, straight right leg. Over to the left again. And then bring that straight leg over to the right. Now over to the left one more time, hold here. Keep reaching through the right big toe, keep it lifted. Look over your left shoulder. And maybe you see the right foot, maybe you don't, but we're gonna pulse this sideways and you're gonna move like a fish. Now keep gripping the floor with your fingers. And then pulse that heel to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee down. Now keep gripping the floor with your fingers, take it on the other side. Step your left foot straight back, big toe down. And then lift the toe, straight left leg. Now bring that left big toe as far right as you can. Keep the leg straight, bring it over to your left side. Over to the right again, far as you can go. Back through center, bring it to the left without bending the knee. And then one more time over to the right. And keep that left leg right. Now look over the right shoulder, maybe you see the foot, maybe you don't. But then pulse this sideways again. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your left knee down. And then come up onto your fingertips, down onto your heels. And take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. Once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And from all fours, let's take this down onto the forearms. So you're gonna bring both forearms down to the floor. And you can set this up with the forearms parallel, palms down, or you can press the palms together, whatever suits you best. But pay attention to the elbows and keep them at shoulder width. Now press into your hands, tuck the toes of both feet. Just hover your knees up off the floor and stay low here. And we're just gonna take this back and forth into a bit of twisting. So try to keep the knees lifted best you can and keep your knees bent. Now lift your right leg, bring the right foot up and over, reach down to the left side, and then come back to center with your toes tucked. Lift your left leg, keep the knee bent, reach up and over to the right. Come back to center here. Right leg up and over, reach down to the left. Bring it back to center. Left leg up and over, reach down to the right. Back to center again. Lift the right leg, reach down to the left side. Come back to center, both feet. Left leg up and over to the right. Back to center again, couple more rounds. Lift your right leg, reach over to the left side. Come back to center. Lift the left leg, reach over to the right. Back to center here. Right leg lifts one more time. Try to touch the big toe to the floor, come as close as you can. And then back to center. Same with the left leg. One more time, up and over to the right. Bring that big toe down. And then come back to center here, both knees down. And come up onto your hands and breathe. Give yourself a moment here, move around. And then one more thing to warm this up for real, and we're going to take this into the glutes quite a bit. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips to set this up. Tuck the toes with the both feet, but keep your knees down. Now this is going to be breath to movement, just a short sequence here. We'll take the first round slow. Now when you're ready, just extend the right leg straight back, reach to the big toe. You should feel the lift in the glutes on the right side. And then pull in, knee to chest, nose to knee around your spine. Now the toes of the left foot are tucked. When you're ready with an inhale, straighten both legs and come into a three-legged dog. And then bring yourself down, back to all fours with the toes tucked. Now give it a try on the other side. Left foot straight back, reach to the big toe. And then pull in, knee to chest, nose to knee around your spine. When you're ready, toes are tucked. Go ahead, straighten both legs, come into your three-legged dog. And then bring it back down, back to all fours. All right, breath to movement. Inhale the right leg straight back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale the right leg back again. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Couple more rounds. Inhale your right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. One more round. Inhale your right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, all fours, and just breathe here. Give yourself a moment, move around. Now you can stay here and breathe, take a break, maybe just move, maybe take another stretch. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your down dog. Now once you move in your downward facing dog, take a look at how you set this up. So hands about shoulder width distance apart, flatten your palms. See, you can feel some weight toward the base of your thumbs, and sink your chest down low. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling and keep that long reach, that extension all through the upper body from the wrist creases through to the hips. Keep your core engaged. Hold tension through your belly around your ribs. Now as your hips press high, if your legs are tight, just bend your knees and let that go. And you can always stay loose. You can pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and just step to the front. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips with distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and maybe shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, just release any grip that you have. Keep the bend in the knees to begin. And then restack your spine. So just slowly roll this up to standing. Bring your head up last. Just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, get your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift halfway, fingertips to the toes, or to the floor, or to the shins. Lengthen forward to the crown of your head. And with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Step back to high plank. Find your shape here, wristing the shoulders, palms press down, press the floor away. If you press your spine up high, keep your core tense, keep your body in line. Now take an inhale here. And with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep your body in line, elbows pulled to your sides, and take it slow all the way down onto your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet out behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. And we're going to take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel this up again. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now stay lifted. Keep the lift in your upper body. Press into your feet. Take some more all the way out of your hands. Elbows at your sides. Pull the shoulders back. Keep your gaze forward. Work to lift this up a little bit higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll back down. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. Press the palms into the floor. Let's take it to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active. Work to lift your knees up from the mat. Take it further. Kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes. Try to pull the hips forward and deepen the arc. Now lift up with your arms, but lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, pull your belly and hips up high, back to down dog. Pedal out for a moment. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take this to our sun salutation. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, half lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat, chaturangas, next high plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze, up dog or cobra. And with the exhale, pull your belly and hips up high to down dog. 2 more rounds, keep it steady, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift this up halfway. Exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. Now with an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw back in and bring your hips back up. 1 more round, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, arms reach up high. Exhale, all the way back down. And then inhale, half lift here. With the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, draw this forward. Exhale, pull back in and bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog and breathe here for a moment. Now from your downward facing dog, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach us up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair this time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle and pay attention to your stance, be sure your feet are within hips width distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then bring your hands to your low back, palms open, fingers spread wide, pull the shoulders back, keep your elbows wide, keep your chest open, and maybe sink this down lower. Now you're still in chair, knees are bent, lift your toes up off the floor. And then take it back and forth, roll forward, bring your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Forward again, lift your heels, and then set your heels down. 1 more time forward, lift your heels high, and then set them back down. Now right knee bent, shift the weight to the right foot, but lift your left heel. And take this back and forth. Left leg forward, dip the heel down. And then step the toes back in. Left leg forward, dip the heel. Back to the toes. Left leg forward, dip the heel. And then step the toes back in. Now slide your left big toe straight back, straighten your left leg. And push into the right foot to lift your left foot up off the floor. Stay leaning forward, keep breathing. Now we're going to take this toward a revolved half moon, so go slow. Keep the right arm bound, but release your left hand and reach it straight down. Put a bend in your right knee. Now slowly hinge from the right hip, bring your left hand down to the floor, and once it's down, lift your right shoulder, twist, open your chest to the right side. Now you can stay here and keep the right knee bent, left leg still extended behind. Maybe straighten your right leg if you want to go further. Maybe reach the right arm high. If you want to bind it, you can bend your left knee, reach with the right hand if you can find the foot. And then kick in your hand, let this draw your shoulder back and deepen the twist. Just take it to where you can and keep looking to the right. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, release this, both hands down, left foot down behind your low lunge. Now from a low lunge, we're going to take this to dancer's bridge. So the left hand is your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, and step the right foot behind your left leg, sink your hips down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, and then reach the right arm long past your head. Now you can treat this like side plank and stack the right shoulder above the left, or like a back bend, open your chest toward the ceiling, keep your left arm strong, keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressing high, and just breathe here. Let your head fall back. Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand comes forward, right foot comes forward into low lunge. And then from here, bring your left knee down. We're going to take a kneeling lunge. So flatten the left foot behind you. And see your legs on 2 separate tracks. Hips width distance side to side. The hips stay square. Hands to your hips with an inhale. Just bring your torso all the way to upright. So both knees are bent to about 90 degrees. Press into the right foot, kick down to the left, and keep your hips pressing forward. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, elbows wide, let your head fall back, open up your chest. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, open up again, elbows wide. Inhale, reach straight up, look forward. Exhale, 1 more time, open up, let your head fall back and hold here. And squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, keep your hips pressing forward, keep breathing. With your next inhale, look forward, reach straight up. Now with the exhale, this time vertical twist, right arm reaches back, left arm forward, open your chest to the right. And keep your arms in line, look back toward the right hand. Now as you hold the twist, bring the right arm behind your back, half bind, palm face away, pull that shoulder back, and then bring the left arm past your right thigh to brace the twist. Now this is good enough. Maybe just stay tall, look toward the back of the mat, and this is good. If you want to go deeper, you can start to hinge forward, sliding that left arm further past your right leg. And if you want to take it further still, you can make it tricky. You can tuck the toes of your left foot and maybe hover your left knee up off the floor. Just take it to where you want to and keep your twists. Now take an inhale here. With the exhale, release both hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, low lunge. And we're going to set this up for a pyramid stance. So bring your left foot forward one pace behind the right. Hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring your torso all the way to upright. Now, feet about 3 feet front to back, hips with distance side to side, your hips are still square. Both legs straight, both feet flat, left foot points to side about 45 degrees. Now pull the right hip back, left hip forward, and then reach your arms up high, and put a bend into your right knee. Now we're going to go back and forth from vertical here to a forward fold. Now as you fold, I want you to try to hold the arch in your low back, keep your chest open, keep your gaze forward, and bend the right knee as much as you need to. So you can do this without straining your back. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, reach back, look forward, hinge forward, belly to your right thigh. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hinge from the hips, keep looking forward. Inhale, bring this back up. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to your thigh. Inhale, come up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward one more time and hold. Now keep the left hip pulling forward, right hip pulling back. Keep your belly touching your right thigh, and keep reaching back, keep looking forward. Now, if you can take it further, maybe straighten the right leg, but your belly still touches your thigh. Keep breathing here. If you can take it deeper, you might bend your left knee and lift your left heel and focus weight on the right leg. Wherever you are, you should feel a stretch on the back of the right thigh. Now, with an inhale, slowly bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Put a deep bend on the right knee. When you're ready, come forward with your left knee high. And just take a moment to find your balance on your right foot. So dig the right big toe into the floor, slow your breathing down. Once you're ready, we'll take it to a dancer variation. So line the left knee up with the right, and then take a reverse grip. Right hand reaches back, find the inside edge of the left foot. Once you've got that grip, kick in your hand, line up your knees. And then if you're going to go further, left arm high, palm forward. Kick into the right hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Be sure that left knee lifts. If your torso comes forward, try to pull the right shoulder forward. Keep the gaze forward, keep breathing here, and just take this to where you can still stay stable. Now slowly, with an inhale, let's bring this back upright. Hands to hips, left knee lifted for just a moment. And then go set your left foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. We're going to take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels, and bring the knees to your upper arms, the lower half if you're going to take it to the one-legged crow. Now look forward, lean forward, keep that grip, and then lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Now if you're interested in that one-legged crow, start to lean your weight left. See about releasing the right knee, maybe to squeeze your legs together with the knees bent. Maybe extend that right leg up and back, but take it slow, take it to where you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it to your Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, take a moment, paddle things out. And let's take all that to the other side. So from your downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in again, pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And then bind at your low back. So palms open behind you, fingers spread wide. Keep the shoulders pulled back, keep the elbows wide, and maybe sink down lower. Keep your chest open. Lift your toes up off the floor. And let's take it back and forth. Roll forward, heels up high. And then set your heels back down. Bring it forward, lift your heels. And then set your heels down. Up on the toes, heels up high one more time. Set the heels down. Now stay low, keep your left knee bent, but lift your right heel this time. Right leg forward, dip the heel down. Step the toes back in. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Step the toes back in. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Toes back in one more time. Now slide the right big toe back till you can straighten it out. And then pressing your left foot to lift the right leg, keep leaning forward. Now take things slow here. We're going to go from this position to a revolved half moon. So release the right hand, reach it down to the floor, put a bend your left knee, and then very slowly lower that right hand all the way to the mat. The right leg is still extended behind you. Once you touch down, lift your left shoulder and open your chest to the left side. Maybe stay here with a bent left knee. Maybe straighten the left leg. Maybe reach your left arm high. And if you want to bind this, you can bend the right knee, reach with your left hand. If you find the foot, kick into your hand as you draw that shoulder back. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, right foot down behind you, low lunge. And then low lunge to your dancer's bridge. Right hand's your base this time. Now roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind your right leg, sink your hips. And then with an inhale, press your hips up high and reach your right arm. You can stack the shoulders, or you can open up your chest, but keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips pressing high, let your head fall back, and just breathe here. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. And then come into your kneeling lunge. Right knee to the floor, right foot flat behind. So both legs about 90 degrees. Now hands to your hips with an inhale, just bring your torso to upright. Everything from the right knee on up stacks to vertical. Now kick into the right foot, press down into the left. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, elbows wide, open up your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach this up. Exhale, open up again. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, draw back, open up and hold here. Maybe look toward the back wall. Now keep pressing to the right foot, keep your hips pressing forward, keep breathing. With your next inhale, reach straight up, look forward. Now with the exhale, this time, vertical twist, left arm back, right arm forward, open up to your left side. Look back toward your left hand. Now take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away, pull that shoulder back, keep the twist. And then to brace it, bring the right arm past your left thigh. Now maybe just sit this up tall, reach your crown toward the ceiling, look back over your left shoulder, and keep the right arm pressing into your left leg. If you want to take it deeper, you can slide that right arm further past the left leg and start to lean forward. And if you want to make it tricky, you can tuck the toes of the right foot and maybe just hover the right knee as you hold your twist. Just take it the way you can here. Take an inhale. Exhale, release. Both hands down around that left foot. Now tuck the toes of the right foot, lift your right knee, low lunge. And then do a pyramid stance. Right foot comes forward, one pace behind the left. Hands to your hips. With an inhale, bring your torso upright and come all the way to vertical. Now feet about 3 feet front to back, hips width distance side to side, so the hips are still squared. Both feet flat, both legs straight, right foot points to the side about 45 degrees. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back, and then reach your arms up high. Now I'm going to take it back and forth, but keep a bend in the left knee, and keep the arch in your spine, chest open, keep your gaze forward as we fold, so take an inhale. Now with the exhale, hinge from the hips, reach back, belly to your left thigh, look forward. Inhale up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, keep your gaze forward. Inhale, bring this back to vertical. Exhale, hinge from the hips again. Inhale, bring this back up. Exhale, hinge forward and hold. Now belly to your left thigh, you're still looking forward. Pull the shoulders back as you're reaching behind. And then with your belly touching your left knee, maybe straighten your left leg, but don't lose that contact. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. If you want to go deeper, you can lift the right heel and bend that right knee and focus the weight on the left leg. But wherever you are, just take it to where you can feel that stretch in the back of the left thigh. With your next inhale, bring yourself upright, hands to your hips. Deep bend the left knee, bring your weight forward, and come to standing with your right knee high. Now take a moment, find your balance here. And then once you're ready, let's take that dancer variation. So line the right knee up with the left, reach back with your left hand, and find the inside edge of the right foot. Once you have that grip, kick into your hand. And if you're going to take it further, right arm high. As you kick into the left hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Now bring your torso forward as that right knee lifts. Try to draw the left shoulder forward. And again, just take this as deep as you can still balance. Keep breathing here. Now slowly, with an inhale, let's bring this back up. Right hands to hips, right knee lifted for just a moment. And then go ahead and set that right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. Let's take it to crow. Palms down. Grip the floor with your fingers. Lift your heels. Bring the knees to touch your arms. Lower half if you're going to take it to crow. Or the one-legged crow, I should say. Look forward, lean forward, and then as you're moving, let your feet lift together. Big toes to touch heels to your seat. And if you want the one-legged crow, start to lean your weight right. Maybe release the left knee. Maybe squeeze your legs together and hold. And maybe extend that left leg up and back, but go slow. Just take it to where you can. When you're ready, step it back, fly it back, take it through another vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment to hip paddle things out. And then we'll take this into the next sequence. So from downward facing dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms up high. And with the exhale, sink into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle in, go ahead, bring your hands behind your head this time. Fingers interlaced, palms open, elbows wide. Pull your shoulders back and keep your chest open. And if your shoulders are tight, if this forces your head forward, just separate your hands, but keep the elbows wide and again, keep the shoulders pulled back. Maybe sink down lower. Now lift your toes up off the floor, keep your knees bent. Take it back and forth, up onto the toes, lift your heels high. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again, lift your heels. And then set them down. One more time forward, bring your heels up high. Set them back down. Now keep the weight on the right foot, but lift your left heel. Keep your gaze forward. Left leg forward, dip the heel down, and then step the toes back in. Left leg forward, dip the heel, and then back to the toes. Left leg forward, heel down one more time, step the toes back in, and then slide the left big toe back till the left leg straightens out. Press into the right foot to lift the left. Now hold here, stay balanced, put just a little bend in the right knee. Now we're going to take this to half moon, go slow, release your left hand, pin it to your left side. Reach the right hand down to the floor. Now slowly look down the length of your right arm. Start to hinge from the right hip, bend deeper into the right knee, and very slowly bring that right hand all the way down. Now as you're coming down, lift the left shoulder, lift the left hip, open up your chest to the left side. You can always keep your right knee bent, or maybe straighten the leg, maybe reach your left arm high. Now as you stay open to the left side, if you want to take it deeper, you can bind here. You can bend your left knee, reach with your left hand, find the foot of the ankle, and then kick into the hand. Let this pull your shoulder further back. Just take things to where you can here. You can always have that right knee bent, keep in mind. That'll make it easy if you're having trouble touching the floor. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands down, left foot down behind your low lunge. Now from your low lunge, back to dancer's bridge. Left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach through your right arm. Stay lifted, stay breathing. Keep your glutes squeezing in, just hold. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, sink straight down. Right hand forward, right foot forward, back to low lunge. And then from low lunge, we're going to take this to a horse stance. So with an inhale, just drop your left heel. Bring your hands to your thighs as you open up to the left side. Now it's just a wide-legged squat. Heels in, toes out, the knees are bent, the hips are low toward the level of the knees. And just give yourself a moment, move around side to side. Now bring yourself into center with your torso toward upright or as close as you're going to get. And then reach the arms up high. Now keep the palms facing, keep the arms long, keep your hips low like this. And we're just moving from the upper body. You're going to be hinging from the waist. So with an inhale, lean left, bring your gaze up high, reach the arms out long. And then with the exhale, come through center. Lean over to the right, you're still looking up. Inhale, bring it back through center, over to the left side. With the exhale, through center and lean to the right. Inhale, back through center to the left. Now hold here, keep your gaze up high and keep breathing. And as you hold this, you're still in horse, but lift your left heel. And then we're going to pulse, bringing the hips down and up. On my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then both hands down inside your left leg. Now press into your hands, lift your left heel up off the floor, come to sitting in that left heel. We're taking this to Skandasana. So the right leg's extended toward the front of the mat, heel to the floor, toes pointed up. And we're setting this up so we can move and switch side to side. So walk your hands into the middle of the long edge of the mat and keep your chest facing down, try to stay low. Now let's take it back and forth. Bring it through center over to the right side. Sit on that right heel, extend your left leg. Back through center, sink down to the left. Try to stay low. Bring it through center over to the right again. Back through center again to the left side. Bring it through center over to the right one more time. Back through center, settle into the left. Now once you're down from here, you can just hold this and bring your hands to the floor, maybe take a fold, maybe slide that right foot further out. There's lots of variations with Skandasana, but if you're interested in taking this toward a twist, set your left heel flat and sink down to that left side still, and then see about bringing the right forearm down, or maybe just the right hand, and your left hand to your left knee. So lift your left shoulder, open your chest to your left side. If you want to go even deeper, you can use your right hand, take hold of the left ankle, and use that to work yourself further into the twist. Keep the left shoulder high, right shoulder down, keep breathing. You can always slide that right heel further out, just take it to where you like. Now when you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, both hands come down to the floor. Now press with your palms, bring your left knee down. And we're going to set this up for a gate variation. So come to stand on that left knee. So everything from the left knee on up stacks are vertical. The right leg's still extended toward the front of the mat. Now press the right heel into the floor, point the toes up, and keep that heel more or less in line with your left knee. Now if you want to slide this further out, you can slide that right heel toward the front. Just be sure the hips are still pressed toward the side of the mat. Now as you hold this, reach your arms out wide. And just moving from the upper body again, hinging from the waist. So go ahead, keep your arms in line, lean to the left, and take this down low. Try to touch the floor with your fingertips. Keep the arms in line and come back up the vertical. Now again, like that, press into the right heel, lean left, try to bring your fingertips down to the floor, keep the arms in line. Bring yourself back up the vertical with the arms still wide. One more time, lean this over to the left. Bring that left hand low, hold here. Now, however you need to adjust, go ahead, bring the fingertips of the left hand down. And then lean into your left leg. Pull that right heel in. Now lift the right knee up, right foot off the floor. Take hold of the right knee with your right hand. And this might be good enough. Keep your hips pressing toward the side of the mat and keep that right knee high. Now, if you want to take it further, this isn't going to be for everybody, you can reach out right hand inside the right leg, maybe find the big toe. You can use that to pull the knee up higher. Maybe extend the leg further, but keep breathing, keep your hips pressing toward the side of the mat. All right, take an inhale here. And then with the exhale, release from wherever you are. Bring the right foot to the floor. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, and bring this into low lunge. Now, once you're ready, put all the weight to the right foot. Bring the left knee forward around your spine. Take hold of the left knee. And let's bring this all the way to standing. Now, once you're upright, find your balance, dig into the right big toe. And then bring your hands to your hips. We're going to take this into another version of dancer. So line the left knee with the right. And this time the standard grip. Reach back with your left hand. Find the inside edge of the left foot. Once you have that grip, line up your knees. And if you're going to take it further, right arm high. Kick in the left hand and lean against the tension of the kick. Draw your left shoulder forward. Bend the right knee if you need to. Keep your hips squared. Keep breathing. And again, just take this as deep as you're ready to go. Now slowly, from wherever you are, let's bring this back up the vertical. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted for just a moment. And then go ahead and set your left foot down. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it to crow. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. And then look forward, lean forward, go slow, lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat. Now, if you want that one-legged crow, lean your weight left. See about releasing the right knee, maybe just squeeze the legs together. If you're going to go further, go slow and extend that right leg up and back. When you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it to another Vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, paddle out and breathe for just a moment. And then we'll even all of that out on the other side. So when you're ready, hit, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach us up high. And with the exhale, sink in the chair one more time. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now once you settle in, hands behind your head again, interlace the fingers. Palms open, elbows wide, shoulders back, keep your chest open. You can always separate your hands. Keep that bend in your knees and lift your toes. Now bring it forward, heels up high, and then set your heels down. Roll forward again, lift your heels, and then set them down. One more time forward, lift your heels, and set them back down. Now you're still in chair, left knee stays bent. Focus where in the left foot, lift the right heel. Right leg forward, dip the heel down. Step the toes back in. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Step the toes back in. Right leg forward, dip the heel. Toes back in one more time. Slide that right big toe back till you straighten the right leg. And then press into that left foot to lift the right foot up off the floor. Stay leaning. Now take it slow. Keep a little bend in the left knee. Right arm pinned to your side to start. And then reach your left arm straight down to the floor. Now start looking down the length of your left arm. Bend deep into your left knee. Hinge from the left hip. Keep the right shoulder high, right hip high, left hand comes to the floor for a half moon. And again, take it slow. Once you touch the floor, keep the right shoulder and right hip high. Look to your right side. Now, maybe you straighten the left leg, maybe you reach your right arm high. And if you want to bind it, you can bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand, find the foot. And again, just take this to where you can. Stay open to the right. Now take an inhale. With your exhale, release both hands down, right foot down, low lunge. Now from low lunge to your dancer's bridge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind your right leg, sink this down. With an inhale, press your hips up high, reach with your left arm. Glutes engaged, hips pressed high, keep reaching, keep breathing. And then take a deep inhale. With the exhale, sink back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward, back to low lunge. And then from low lunge, we'll take it to a horse stance. So with an inhale, just drop the right heel, hands to your thighs. And again, just a wide-legged squat. Give yourself a moment to adjust. Heels in, toes out, keep your hips low. And then bring yourself upright at center. Now reach the arms up high, palms facing in, just moving from the upper body, moving from your waist. With an inhale, go ahead, reach and lean over to the right, gaze up high. With the exhale, come through center, reach and lean to your left. Inhale, back through center, over to the right again. Exhale, through center to your left side. Inhale, bring this back through center, over to the right, hold here. Now keep looking up, keep leaning, keep reaching, and then lift your right heel up off the floor. Now pulse your hips down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel down, both hands down inside the right leg. And then take this to Skandasana. Lift the right heel, come to sit in that right heel. Left leg extends toward the front, left heel down, toes pointing up. Now we're setting this up so we can move again. So walk your hands to the center of the long edge of the mat. Keep your chest facing down, try to keep your hips low. And let's switch it out. Bring it through center over to your left side. And then back through center, sink down to the right. Through center, over to the left again. Back through center, over to the right side. Bring it through center to the left one more time. Back through center, down to the right. And stay low. Now you can just stay here if this is good enough. You can take a lot of versions of Skandasana here, so play around. But if you want to take this a little bit differently with the twist, set the right heel flat, stay low to the right side. Keep that left leg extended. And then see about staying on your left hand. Maybe bring the left forearm down. Right hand to the right knee. And open your chest to the right. Try to keep your hips low here. If you want to go further, you can take hold of the right ankle with your left hand and use that to help deepen your twist. Now from wherever you are, take an inhale. And with the exhale, both hands down, press into your palms, bring the right knee to the floor. And let's take that gate variation again. So right foot flat behind, hands to your hips, everything from the right knee on up stacks up vertical. Left leg out to the side, stay on the heel of your left foot with the toes pointed up. And if you want to widen the stance, you can slide that left foot further out. Now keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressing out to the side. And then reach your arms out wide, keep the arms in line. Now again here, move from the waist, root into both feet, and then start to lean to the right side. Take it down low, keep the arms in line, try to bring the fingertips down to the floor. Bring yourself back upright and hold the arms in line. Again like that, lean to the right side, take it down low, try to touch the floor, come as close as you can. And then bring it all the way back up the vertical. Now one more time, lean to the right, keep your hips pressing out to the side, fingertips to the floor, and bring the fingertips all the way down. Now left hand to your hip for a moment, pull that left knee in, and then lift the left knee high. Take hold of the left knee with your left hand, lift it up higher and keep the glutes engaged, your hips pressing to the side. This is plenty. Now, if you can take it further, you can reach inside the left leg, find the big toe. Maybe use that to lift the knee higher. Maybe use that to extend the leg further. And just breathe here. Take this to where you can. If you're not feeling things in the glutes already, you probably are now. All right, take an inhale. With the exhale, release this. Bring the left foot down. Both hands to the floor. Now turn to the front of that. Walk your hands forward. Tuck the toes of the right foot. Come into your low lunge with your left foot between your hands. And then all the way comes the left foot. Right knee to your chest, around your spine. Take hold of the right knee. And let's round this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, take a moment, slow your breathing down. And let's take it back to dancer. Hands to your hips. Bring the right knee down to meet the left. And then reach back with your right hand. Find the inside edge of the right foot. Now once you've got that grip, kick in your hand, line up the knees. And then if you're going to take it further, left arm high. Now kick into the right hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Draw that right shoulder forward to lift the right knee high. Keep your gaze forward. Keep breathing here and take this to where you can right now. When you're ready with an inhale, bring this all the way up right. Hands to your hips, right knee lifted. And then go ahead, set that right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands. Let's take it back to crow. Palms down, grip the floor. And then lift your heels, bring the knees to your arms. Look forward, lean forward, go slow. Lift your feet together, big toes to touch, heels to your seat. If you want the one-legged crow, lean your weight right. Maybe just squeeze the legs together and maybe extend that left leg up and back. From wherever you are, go ahead, take an inhale. And then go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take it through one more vinyasa. Once you find your down dog, give yourself a moment to breathe. I was not expecting sun today. All right, we're going to take this into half pigeon. So with your next inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind your right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Now go ahead, flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg. Pull the left hip forward. Keep it in line with the right and keep your hips squared. Sink your weight straight down. Now you can stay upright like this. You can go deeper with extension if you want one of the back bends. And if you want to melt down, you can come down to the elbows, maybe melt down all the way. Just take it to where you need to right now. Now, if your hands are forward, walk them into center. And when the hands are close enough, lower to the right hip. Swing your left leg forward and take this into Lord of the Fishes. So the right heel comes outside your left hip. Step your left foot outside your right thigh. And if this is too much, if you need to back off, you can always extend your right leg straight with the left leg crossed. Now, either way, left hand sets behind you. Inhale the right arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the right elbow past your left thigh. Now sit this up tall. Reach the crown of the head straight up toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. And use your right arm, press it to your left leg, and just breathe into this here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your twist. Bring both hands over to the right side, lightly open your chest to the right. And then go turn back to center. Hands behind, lean back, untangle the legs. And just cross at the ankles, roll forward, your hands step back to down dog. And let's take those poses on the other side. So when you're ready here with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist. Left ankle somewhere behind the right. Now flatten the right foot, straighten the right leg, pull your right hip forward, keep your hips square. And just sink your weight straight down. Now maybe stay here and stay upright, maybe go deeper toward the back bend, maybe melt all the way down. Take it to where you need to again. then again from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in. Lower yourself to the left hip this time, swing your right leg forward. And let's take that seated twist. So the left heel comes outside the right hip, the right foot steps outside your left thigh, and you can always extend your left leg here. Bring both sit bones down, and when you're ready, set the right hand down behind you. Inhale your left arm high, and then with the exhale, move into your twist. Left elbow past the right thigh. Sit this up tall, reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over the right shoulder. Use your left arm, press it to the right leg, and just breathe here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release the twist. Bring both hands to your left side, lightly open your chest up to the left. And then go ahead, turn back to center. Hands behind, lean back, untangle the legs. And come all the way down onto your back. Now once you're down, pull your knees into your chest, just squeeze everything in. And then let's take this to happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And pull down on both sides. So draw the knees toward the floor outside your ribs. Press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. And just keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down toward the floor. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from here, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then when you're ready, start to move again here bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And extend this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then pull things back in, bring your elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And just take your time here. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Then just ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Now take a deep inhale here, hold on to the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.